Shorty in the streets and she ain't never coming home. Playing with a bitch, I gotta give it all a bone. Walking out the trap, I got a pocket full of stones. Trapping out the Twitter, made 100 off a phone. They love me cause I'm humble, shorty love me cause I'm long. Fucking with a Becky, she gon' blow it like a bomb. I told her what to do and she gon' sing it like a song. Call that hoe Beyonce, got a ring in her alarm. Smoke the bar pressure just to sell the whole shit. I'm walking strong, I been stepping on snakes. Ice cube chain, I feel like old shit. Shorty got a fat ass, got my name whole way. Little mama top notch. She got a thing for the top spot. She got a thing for the high block. She don't even scream with them Glocks pop. We can go down, bring the drum in. If we walk down, leave him running. 20 shots, leave him on the ground like a tubman. 20 bucks, niggas be dying for nothing. Is you supplying or running? Is you gon' ride if they running? He wanted 12 and she been by the dozen. Serve her cousin. My head to the sky, but my back to the wall. Free on my dogs, stuck on the wall. Back the little bitch, but little mama was tall. Fucking like dogs, I made her crawl. Fucking the car, and she through the fall. Call me Ray Charles, see you tomorrow. Little mama thinking she look like the car. All that black magic, I feel like Jafar. Make it go away. Money won't make it go away. Make it go away. Money won't make it go away. Make it go away. Money won't make it go away.
They don't do what I do. That's a fact, though.
Shorty in the streets and she ain't never coming home. Playing with a bitch, I gotta give it all.
Nomad, I see you.
I got a pocket full of stones. Trapping out the Twitter, made 100 off a phone.
Nomad Patriots in the building. Say what's up to my guy.
Like a bomb. I told her what to do and she gon' sing it like a song. Hope Beyonce got a ring in her alarm.
For a smoke up all the pressure.
Just to sell the whole shit. I'm walking strong. I been stepping on snakes. Ice cube chain. I feel like old shit. Shorty got a fat ass, got my name whole way. Little mama top notch. She got a thing for the top spot. She got a thing for the high block. She don't even scream with them Glocks pop.
The slum. Yeah. We gonna burn some out, man. How long y'all want me on here today? I'll be busy. I don't get to be on here like that. You better come burn miles with me. We about to be at 100,000 right now. Real close. Real close. Doggy. Oh, I think Nomad Patriot had reached the status of being a moderator. He's officially a moderator for the Truck and Brown channel. He can block you if you get out of line. Doggy. I know I've been gone a minute. We about to burn a couple miles today. I don't know how long I'm staying here. Maybe on here for an hour. Maybe on here for 2 hours. I don't know. Did you? I gotta check that, Nomad. My old lady checked Nomad's message, see if he messaged me on the gram. I don't know.
Begging she gon' blow it like a bomb. I told her what to do and she gon' sing it like a song. Call that hoe Beyonce, got a ring in her alarm. Just to sell the whole shit. I'm walking strong. I been stepping on snakes. Ice cube chain. I feel like old shit.
Trucker Brown. Patreon message, which has picked our subject today. I've been gone for a minute though. Trucker Brown went to a DOT stop, got caught for 7 violations or 7 points, and my company let me go. They had faulty equipment, and I feel like it's unfair. What should I do? They messed my record up. It is not my fault. Oh my gosh, man. And I hate to go back to the learning ones because I feel like y'all have learned this already. But then I get this. Then I get this. No, let's set it up first. I'm gonna let that think. You go into the stop. Before we start, you go into the stop. You get 7 violations, equipment, or your time violation, or whatever. Is it their fault because their equipment is kind of messed up, or is it your fault? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Let it soak, man. If we do all right on the cash app, man, I may let y'all call in and say y'all view, man. I'm on judgment right now. Let's get set up. Give us a second. We're going to let it build. We got time. We're going to burn some miles. First of all, if you running, say I'm running. Because those are the ones that stick with me through the lives, the ones that's running. If you ain't running, why you in here? You run us.
It's good, though.
Is it his fault? Oh, is it the company do got faulty equipment though? That's a fact. Did you miss me?
All I smoke is good dope. Hey, green roses, green roses. Yeah, all I smoke is good dope. Hey, green roses. Okay, green roses, green roses. I'm smoking.
Who is running right now? And am I in your Bluetooth? Nomad Patriot, am I on the front room TV? I know you got it set up. Am I on the front room TV and surround sound? If I'm not, you're in violation.
I'm too ahead of my time. Ring, 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 ring. Hello? I got it for the low. You're watching me, just watch a hoe. You play with me, you gotta go. We throw up signs like Naruto. Drop a foe inside my 40. Smack you with the bottle, bro. I'm a smoker until my body comatose. Even when I'm Holy Ghost, I'm blowing hoes of holy smoke. Yeah, I am my only hope. I'm the man, just action folks. Now they pay me for my quotes. You broke, you sell your homies though. Hey. Hop out the porch, hop out the curb. Whoa. Hey. Say the word, just say the word. Whoa.
Nelson Sepulveda, I said your name wrong. It got me in the Bluetooth. Who else got me in the Bluetooth?
Whoa. Hey. Say the word, just say the word. Whoa. Wrist so cold, make it say burn. Whoa, kill when I put on my phone. I get high and read books. I'm cooked.
Woo!
Most of my partners is crooks. Pull up on you, now you're shook.
Hey, Breezy.
I'm so plugged in with the Migos.
Hey, Breezy, you a mod already, ain't you? Hey, Breezy just hit me on the Cash App. He's the first to hit the Cash App. And he say, get the mod privileges. You been a moderator, ain't you?
Get big on, bro, keep them shack at the free throws. Jason, my phone call me Stevie. Counting this guap, I'm sleepy. We got it looking too easy. Spilling this lean in my freezer. I ain't choose it, I was chosen. Now I'm balling like the Rosen. Diamonds singing like they frozen. Keep the stick, now I'm Moses. Born red and call me Otis. I'm a trapper, I'm a poet. Smoking on green roses. If a flower bomb, she my lotus.
Listen, I hop out the porch, I hop out the curb. Whoa. So, when I have these videos saying what should be done, what shouldn't be done, watch this, watch that, you don't pay attention. You don't pay attention. A person would say, well, whose fault is that? But when the jigabooing come around the corner, y'all right there pay attention. Y'all pay attention to that. You watch that video, watch this video, watch that video, watch this video. Then you turn around and you get down the county and get caught by DOT. Mike, my guy, I see you. He's the top person to Cash App with 100. Then you get caught by DOT. Before we get into the diggy down of the whole situation, what are the cardinal things you need to have to be successful in this game or as in life or as an adult, period? Attention to detail. Persistence, work ethic. You say you pulled in, you got 7 points or 7 violations. You don't know exactly, which is a red flag right there. You said you'll be watching. You're probably not going to say anything because you don't want your name out there, so I'm not going to say your name. But if you don't mind, type in there and say it's me. You know. So then I ask you, what are the violations? Overweight on the tandems. And then this is verbatim, he found some stuff on the truck. So you don't want to tell me everything. Okay, but you say I want you to talk about it on. He wants me to talk about it. All right, we're gonna talk about it. Forget about it. We're gonna talk about it. The company is giving you faulty equipment, or they're not keeping up with your equipment. You're getting cracked hoses. You got problems with brake drums. You got ABS sensors. Notice I'm naming everything that's easy to get popped for. ABS sensors, tires, airlines. Your tandem's not being in the right place if you're going into California. The little quick stuff they can just glance at and see. And the first thing you say is, oh, well, they're not keeping the truck up. That's not their fault. It's your fault. This is completely your fault. Because when y'all come on here, what do? Y'all pay attention to jigabooing. Y'all do it every day. Cooning, sugar stepping. You're more interested in the retarded arguments than in learning your craft. You know more about what's going on in drama, right? You know more about what's going on in drama than you do about keeping your truck together and keeping your truck compliant. You went out there and you drove. So you say you're coming up from off of home time. First load, you get banged. How are you overweight on your on your drives? It is customary for DOT that if they bring you on overweight, they're going to bring you in time. Usually, if they got the time and the staff and it's the right time of day, or you just get that guy, he's going to level 1 you, bro. He's going to inspect the truck. You do understand that, don't you? Being overweight is almost an automatic inspection. So if you don't want an inspection, you would check your weight. Wouldn't you? Then the text like it's their fault. How is it their fault? They're not there to move the weight for you. They're not there to move that weight for you. You went down to county. You picked up the load. You closed the doors. You put the seal on it. You drove off. Whose fault is that? If you're in dry van or reefer, if your load is under a certain amount of weight, you don't have to get it weighed. What weight is that? Most van drivers know it. If my load is under this amount of weight, I'm not even gonna scale it. I'm just gonna run that joint. I'm gonna slap the tandems all the way to the front, and I'm just gonna run it. What number is that? Tell it for the young buck watching, because you don't know. You would know if you wasn't paying attention to nonsense. See, and this comes from the growing amount of nonsense in our area of the internet. It is not 42,000 pounds. It's closer to 35. It's in the 30s, low 30s. You would know that. I don't care if you're new or not. There's enough content being made for you to know this stuff. But y'all pay attention to what most humans pay attention to, negativity and butt cheeks. That's what y'all paying attention to. Y'all not paying attention to nothing else. You're not paying attention to nothing else. And we're going to have to take time to discuss some weight things first before we get into the gutaglanja of it. We're going to discuss the weight things first. Within reason, How much weight is each notch on your tandems? When you got to slide your tandems, it has a notch, has a hole. What does each hole weight? What is that? How much is that? And give me within reason, because different trailers are different. You would know this. It would just pop out of you if you knew your craft. Actually, it just pop out. Oh, it's this much. Forget about it. It's this much. That's why I say you come here, you walk away with something that you can apply to you making more money. You understand? We not just sitting up here drinking cognac and sucking down chicken wings and watermelons and shuck jiving. Look at that. We'll say 4, 5, or 6. It's in that range. It's in that 450, 500, 6. It's in that range. So we'll say 500 to be safe. Just for the math, for you to know it. See, it's in the mind. It's up here. 500 is about it. It's not exact. Because it could be, I done been in some trailers that's 400, 450, 5. So we'll say 5. You just think 5 when you're looking at your tandems. Peace to the God in the rebirth. You would know that. You would know it. But you didn't know it. I mean, I'm a good driver. You're not a good driver, bro. If you're not just spitting these numbers out as I'm saying them. Okay, I'm going to get you another weight one. Here's another weight one. So you're over on your drives. So if you're over on your drives, should you have moved your tandems towards your drives or away from your drives? I'll wait. Should you have moved your tandems towards the problem or away from the problem if you're trying to take weight off the drives? You would notice if you wasn't jigabooing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're having too much fun. You're looking at too much cheeks. You're just on TikTok looking at cheeks. You on YouTube looking at beef lives videos. But you don't know this basic stuff. Even the dudes you see beefing on here back and forth online, they know this. If the problem is on the drive, should you move the tandems away from the problem or towards the problem to make that weight get off the drives? Right. Towards it. So if I'm, you can, first of all, we got to stick a pin in that. How much weight are you allowed to have on your tandems, drives, and steers? Before we even go to that part. So if he was overweight on his drives, what is the number that he went over on his drives? This number should just pop right on out. Bam. Look how long it's taking for it to pop out. Y'all should know this number. But y'all too busy having fun. Look at that. VNL trucker popped it out first. 1234.34. 1234.34. Okay. 1234.34. That means you were over, we'll call it 1,000 and some change for him to pull you in. You're over 1,000 and some change on the drives. So what does that tell me? Your tandems are too what? His tandems are too what? Are they pulled too far forward, or are they not pulled back enough? Which one is it? If you have 36,000 on the drive, his tandems are what? They're too far what? Because y'all are laughing and joking, but he did not know this. And he got hit. He didn't know. That means that some of you young bucks that's watching, Benjamin, my guy, you always come through. So some of y'all that are watching, y'all don't know. And we get so caught up in the pageantry of it, the debauchery, that we just act like no one needs to know this. Well, I know this, so you don't need to talk about this no more. Apparently, I do. I do need to talk about this. Nelson, you're wrong. They should be they're too far back. That's why I'm hitting you with these terms, because these terms help you remember what you should be doing. If you are trying to get weight, move weight from your drives to your tandems, you move the tandems what? You move them forward. You move them forward. So I'm trying to get weight off my drives. I move my tandems forward. I got a better one for you. This is for all my van drivers out there. A Breezy, you should know this because you in the league. What notch should you be in by default after you pick a load up if you don't know if you're overweight? What's the sweet spot not at prime? So if I'm 40,000 pounds, what's the sweet spot knot? Prime drivers know it. They know what knot that is. Is it 4? Is it 6? Is it 8? Y'all tell me. Young Bull is 8 or 10. It's usually 8 though. Unless they've bought new, they could have bought new. You're not wrong, Breezy, but you're close. But the one is 8. 8 is the one you're gonna go at to get to the scale. That's the one where you were probably okay. You would know these are these little things, the little gouda glanges that you would know to get through your job that you should be trying to learn. These are the tricks of the trade you're supposed to be trying to get from people instead of being on here watching mess. You understand? Instead of being on here watching mess. This is stuff you're supposed to be learning. This is the stuff you're supposed to be learning. But y'all not learning this, are you? VNL Trucker, I see you. This is stuff that helps you get through every day to keep getting the checks. This is stuff that doesn't mess up your CSA score. You should be searching videos about weight distribution, how to slide your tandems, but instead you're trying to figure out which person's talking about who. And I know that's what it is because this person I'm talking about, I watch you in other people's lives. You think I don't know you. I know you. Your profile picture is the same. I see you in other people's lives. I see you in both sides. I see you commenting back and forth what happened. I see you doing all that. And you ain't learning what you're supposed to do. You're not learning what you're supposed to do. So when as the old man says, when the rubber meets the road, who ever heard that saying before? When the rubber meets the road, you get a violation. You get hit. You get dinged. You get dinged. How do you know you got to get how do you know? Okay, I'm gonna give you a simple situation. And let me know if I'm legal. And I gotta do it like this with y'all because y'all don't want to learn. You want to coon. I'm trying to pull you out of the blonde hair jigabooing so you can learn something that applies to you making money, which is what you say, y'all. I get money. Okay, you get money. You have a load going from Dana County to California, Fontana. Okay. You pick the load up. It is 36 2,000 pounds on the tandems. You need to go down 2,000 pounds. You're going to move it 4 slots towards the problem, which means you're going to move it 4 slots backwards. Now, you was already at 10 and 8 because you figured that's my safe spot. But you had to go back 4 more spots. Then you finally made it look right. You made all the numbers work out. You off to the races. Are you legal? I'll wait. I'll wait. Because some people believe there is no value in this content. I'll wait. Everybody's saying no. Why? Why is he not legal? He got all the numbers right. He got all the numbers right. Why ain't he legal? There it goes. Bridge law. You're too far. You're still too far back. You're still too far back. Cali gonna ding you. Is Cali the only state gonna ding you for that? You see what I'm saying? You weren't paying attention in orientation. You only remember, they say you only remember 10 to 20% of what happens in orientation. I guarantee you this bridge law slipped through. Connecticut will get you on that too. Yeah. That's why you're supposed to be watching people that actually give you something for you in the mind that you can actually apply and use. So how can he fix that? The only way he's going to be legal is to break the Cali law. So now the only thing he can do is what? King, I see you. The only thing he can do is what? And Boost is right. He has to get the load reworked. Which goes for another rule you're supposed to be doing when you're over 35,000 pounds. He has to drive back to the shipper and get them to rework the load. Now, is that an easy thing to do if he passed 34 scales and drove 400 miles? No, you're supposed to go to the closest scale to you. You didn't do that. You got lazy. You figured you could eyeball it. And you drove 300, 400 miles. You drove 300, 400 miles. Now you got to go back. Here's a question. Do you get paid to drive 400 miles backwards? To add 800 miles to your trip? Do you get paid for that? Look, only one knew was king. No, you don't get paid for that. No. You lost money. Hey, Breezy, if you're leasing, did you lose double money? Because you burned what? You just wasted what? That's a day of driving. You just wasted what? Fuel. So you missed a day of running, 2 days of running, because you got to drive back, then drive back to the point you were at. So you missed 2 days of running, 800 miles of fuel, and you had to wait there to get it reworked. And when you get your check that you done spent the extra $400 or whatever, $200, $300 in fuel you done spent, and plus you 2 days of running that didn't make you no money, and your check is terrible, then you're ready to quit. No, it's not their fault, bro. You don't know what you're doing. Your first 1.5 to 2 years of driving, you should be sucking in knowledge. You should not be paying attention to no drama videos, no diss tracks, no butt cheeks, no nothing. You shouldn't be doing none of that. Oh my God, and Booster, that next load is going to be terrible. That next load is going to be terrible, bro. You better know it. That next load is going to, let me tell you something. That next load is going to suck. Because you ain't paying attention. But that ain't the main one dudes get hit for. The main one dudes get hit for is them steer tires. What is the best way, or how do you take weight off of your steer tires? What do you do? If you have your 13,000 on your steers, you need to take 1,000 off. What do you do? What do you move? Do you slide the tandems? There you slide the fifth wheel. Slide the fifth wheel. How many of you know how to slide the fifth wheel? So, okay, yeah, I'd say fifth wheel. Wasn't taught it, though. Okay, well, I'll teach you how to slide your fifth wheel most of the time. This is usually how it goes. You got to dolly down the sticks. You got to dolly down your landing gear to the point where it lifts the weight up off of the truck. Don't detach from it. Hit the fifth wheel button. You'll hear. Sometimes you got to knock it to make the pins pop out. You'll see it. And then you can slide your fifth wheel where it goes. Then you dolly back. Then you make sure the pins is back in. Then you dolly back down. Then you go through and you get a second weight. That's how you do that. Well, if you're that far over on the steers, there's only two things you can do. Because other than the fifth, let's say you move the fifth wheel all the way to the back, we call it 2 notches. And that gets you to be at, 12.5. You can't go back no further. Give me the other thing that contributes to your steer weight. What is the other factor that contributes to your steer weight? Fuel. And why is this something we're telling to the people first getting in? Because you fuel. Thank you, dog. Love you. Got peaches in my juice right now. It's fuel. Yeah. So y'all, what y'all do is you go get your load. The load is 44,000 pounds and 800 pounds. You put your tandems in the 8th hole, right? And you may be good right there. You may be good. You get to the truck stop and you slam the truck full of fuel. Well, it's just fuel. How many pounds is in a gallon of diesel? How many pounds is in a gallon of diesel? So if you have 250-gallon tanks, which is on my truck, well, let's just do basic math. Seven, somewhere around 7 pounds. So if you fill up 150 gallons, that'd be 150 times 7. How heavy is that? Give me a rough estimate. How heavy is that? How much more did you put on your steers? How much more weight did you put on the tractor? You put about 1,000 on there. You put about 1,000 on there. So if you had 500 more pounds to go, and let's say you messed around and slammed the weight full, it's the only option you have is drive the gallons away and hope you don't get hit. What is the maximum amount of pain? What's the maximum amount of weight your truck and trailer total should be without an oversized permit? Y'all should all know that. Because you can be overweight on the tandems or the drives, or you could be over the overall weight, which, what number is that? 80,000. So if your truck is just going in with a quarter tank of fuel empty, is about 29,000 pounds. I'm just throwing a number out there. And you go get a 48,000 pounds, you're at like 7. You only got 1,200 more pounds you could possibly put in there. Then you got to roll your big ass in there. So that takes that 2 away. You got about 1,000. Then you go to the spot and you slam it full. Now you went over to 80,000. They got you again. You done went over to 80,000. Damn, Sherelle, you looking natural in that picture, ain't you? You look well, darling. You're looking natural in that picture, don't you? Is that your natural hair, darling? That's hilarious. Ugh. So we just discussed 4-5 ways you could be hit by DOT. Just from you not paying attention. Just from you not paying attention. You could have been hit on your tandems because your stuff was too far forward. You could have been hit on the drives if your tandems were too far back. You could be hit on the steers if your fifth wheel ain't in the right position. And you could be hit on the steers if you put too much fuel in there with a heavy load. Those 5 freaking violations, right, we just talked to you about. Just that quick. You learned that fast. That you should know. You should know that. That is Barney style beginner shit. That's beginner stuff. But y'all come on here for the arguing. You don't want to learn that stuff. Then he pulled you around back. And you said some stuff on the truck. Well, the first thing, what is the first thing a DOT officer does when he gets close to your truck? He tells you to cut the engine off, and then he what? He does this. What's this? What am I doing here? He listens. But he ain't even got to the registration yet. You can hear this before you get to the door. He's listening. He's listening. Because if you have a hole in that airline, or you one of them people just slapped the glad hand on and drive off and didn't tap it for it to get the seal, you're going to hear tss. So he's walking by the middle, all you're going to hear. He's going to narrow it down. Then he's going to reach his hand out. Bam, he got you. He got you. Air leak. Now you're a nice guy. From the glad hand ain't tight. He may tap that for you and get it back right. I've had that happen. But if it ain't from the glad hand, he gonna take his hand, he gonna run it up the hose. And he gonna find that hole. You got a hole in your airline. And if you have a hole in your airline, what is the next thing that's gonna happen to you? I'll wait. A hole in the airline is an automatic what? Shut down. He's going to shut the truck down. And when you get your truck shut down or out of service, however you say it, when your truck gets shut down, it's an automatic additional to what? CSA points. My God. Trucker 78 is on it today. That's 2 more points. So he was overweight. That was points. He pulled you to the back. That's an airline leak. That's some points. And then he had to shut you down. That's 2 more points. So we say 2, we'll say you at 6 points. And he ain't even dug into the truck yet. He ain't even dug into the truck yet. He gonna tell you to turn the key forward, and then he's gonna look back like this. What is he looking back for? When you turn the key, he's gonna pay attention to your trailer. What is he looking for? Nah, they're not liking these jewels. You see how the Cash App slow down when we get into it, right? Because this isn't fun. I get more support if I was bashing somebody right now. But it's cool. This is about learning. Y'all got to learn this. You turn that key forward, it goes tick, click, 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 click. ABS light. See? V&L Truckers on point today. ABS light. Something that you can check anytime you stop that truck. You're going to look for the ABS light. Now you got another point. Because that's one of the most, it's slowed down because they've gotten better with the technology of the trailers. But about 7 years ago, that was the most things you got hit for. Because that ABS light always went out. It always had a problem. First thing you're going to check for is that ABS. ABS. When he walks to the back of your trailer to see what's going on, he hears another. What could leak in the back of your trailer? Right now, name some stuff that could leak back there. You ever been at the fuel island and you walk in past the fuel island and you walk behind somebody's truck and by the tandems all you hear is We getting into it today. We gonna go ahead and get into it. Blake Moore, I see you. We gonna go ahead and get into it today. Go ahead and get into it. The bags could leak. The airline can leak. There's 2 seals back in the chambers that could leak. All that could leak back there, and all those are points. IV the Great, I see you. All those are points. And then he can look back at your brake arm to see if it's a 45-degree angle. You can get hit for that too. Now, when he gets to the back of your trailer, because I'm going to go through this for y'all to understand what's going on. Oh, yeah, overheated brakes too. When he gets to the back of your trailer and he's looking at the back of your trailer, what could he get you for? He's looking at the back of your trailer, head to top. What could he hit you with? See, because if you don't know what he can hit you with, it's safe to say you are not checking when you do your pre-trip. Brandon S. Tate, I see you. He can get you for the DOT reflector tape. The lights. The DOT bumper being too bent or obstructed or messed up. He also can get you with that DOT reflector tape on the back of your sleeper. So if you're walking around and don't know that, you don't have no reflector tape on your truck, you'll drive off. You ain't thinking. It fell off. You wouldn't even know to look for that because you don't know. Stickers, lights is out. Hit the signal light. Signal light. This signal light out. The back one flashes faster. He knows the front one is out. Hit your brakes. Turn your lights on. At the same time, he's simultaneously checking your tread depth. He did that. This is the beginner stuff. The beginner stuff. How low can your tread depth be on your trailer tires? Mud flap too. You're right. Mud flap. I lost that. I didn't say that one. 232, Mario. You got to be 232. What about your drives, Mario? It's not 4 for your tandems. What about your drives? I'm giving you answers to a test right now. This is a test right now, y'all. I'm giving you answers to the test. So the people who are, I'm just doing my pre-trip. These are all answers, bro. What can your drives be? I believe drives can be 2 as well, y'all. Drives can be 232 as well. Now here go the switch up. What can your steers be? If you get around to your steers, what can you steer? There you go. 432. If you don't know that and you're pre-tripping, how are you pre-tripping your truck if you don't even know what you're looking for? You don't know what you're looking for. So you walk right past that front thing being 332 or the 2.532 or whatever he gonna see, and you get hit for it. Now you hit. Now you hit. You get hit for any one of these things they could possibly hit you for. Also, underinflating, uneven wear. They can hit you for all type of stuff, bro. I think it's like 5,000 things they can hit you for. It's not a game. So, you get your tread depth thing out, what I know most of y'all don't do. And it says you won. You under 2. What are you supposed to do? You sitting at the Loves, bro. And your tires is under what it's supposed to be. What's the first thing you're supposed to do? Are you supposed to care about if that load's going to be on time? Are you supposed to care about if that load's going to be on time? Go to the tire shop. You can do this at Large Flying J's. You can do this at TA's. You can do this at Petros. You can do this at Loves. You can do this at so many places. You can, if any place you sleep, damn near can put a tire on your truck. They can get a tire on that bitty within an hour and a half if it ain't too busy. But the time don't matter to you, because as soon as you have that tire issue with that trailer and you see that it's down, your appointment don't matter no more. That appointment don't matter, because it is illegal for you to drive that truck. So if you say, I only got 150 miles, and you go down the road and one of them tires pop, now you're really screwed. And you're going to cost the company more money, because the roadside tire change is and King will tell you, a roadside tire change is a totally different price than at the Loves. Those are two different things. And for you owner-op cats, let's say it's a drive tire. It's a drive tire. You're responsible for the trailer if you power only, for the truck if you're power only. Do you want to pay what the shop gonna get you for, or do you want to pay what the roadside man gonna charge you for? Those are two different rape situations. Those are two different rape situations. One going deeper than the other, Jack. I've gotten the tire changed on the side of the road before a drive. It cost me $1,800 to get it done. With no help from the regime, that came off my debit card, doggy. It hurts your feelings to know I could have went to the joint and possibly got that sucker. I probably would have had a $700, $800 day. I would have had an option of you. I had all different, I had different situations. Not a side of the road, baby. And if your tire gets low, if you go in there and just get it swapped out, they don't have to. If you wait till your tire pops with super singles, what else always gets messed up? That's going to cost you more money than you getting it swapped out when it gets low. Because every time a super single pops, and most of y'all are running super singles with these big companies, every time a super single pops, what goes out with it? The rim. The rim's gone too, buddy. Yeah. Got to replace the rim now. Yeah. Rim's gone. Rim's gone. That's why the old heads and the owner ops say they do duals. Because if that inside one pops, they can kind of limp it. They call it limping. They can limp it to the truck stop and get it popped out. And they don't have to worry about none of that. And it's faster. You don't got to wait for that dude to finish with a call, go back, get a tire, and come to you. These are all little tricks of the trade in your mind that you should. This is beginner stuff. This is nothing special. This is stuff you learn by trial and error. So let's say you go in the back, he dinged you for that, but you already sent him your logs. Peace to the God. Because you want to blame it on the company. You sent them your logs. What are some of the things he can hit you for on your logs? Because if you don't understand what's going on with your tractor, you damn sure don't understand what's going on with your logs. Now he gonna go to your logs. I see you, Frankie Breezy. Appreciate the love. He gonna go to your logs. He gonna check if you're doing your pre-trips. But you do your pre-trips, right? You do them. He gonna check if you're doing your post-trip. You do your post-trip. Depending on what state it is, a big deal. Forget about it. What else is he checking for? Remember, you stop and got fuel. But when you stop and got fuel, you put it on off duty and just got fuel. Save some time. And it does save some time. It does. It really does. You can do your break there and everything. But here goes the problem, though. You didn't classify that as getting fuel. That's a violation. And you'll say, how do I know it was, how does he know it was fuel? Well, all you're going to do is, if you don't do it that day, you ain't doing it on the other days either. So you're going to look back and see you ain't never got no fuel on your logs ever. So he got you. Logs aren't certified. You didn't go back and certify the days before. He got you again. He got you again. He got you again, man. I give you a good one. How many of y'all, and I know you're not doing it, how many of y'all are going into your logs and changing the trailer number in the where it asks you at, and when it asks you shipping and all that? You ain't changing the trailer. You switching trailers. 2-3 of them a week. Are you changing that in your logs every time you do it? Violation. How many of y'all are changing the load or shipper or order number on your logs? Violation. Yeah, violation. How about if he looks in there and he see you? Let's say you did a 34-hour before you got back on a ride, and you put in there you was in the sleeper for 46 hours. Is that that's a misclassification? He got you. You're mislogging that. You're in that sleeper for 46 hours, 34 hours, 28 hours. That's a violation. You're supposed to, when you get out of that sleeper and you decide, all right, I'm gonna go home for 2 days or whatever like that, you're supposed to put it on off duty. Yeah, you're supposed to put it on off duty. You a flatbedder, you come in to get a load, he looking at your load and all this stuff, you done tarped it and everything, and he sees 10 minutes loading. It took you 10 minutes to get this put on the truck, strapped and tarped? Hmm? Hmm? That's a violation. Leaking from the hub seal, violation. Cracking, bumps, bulges on the tires, violation. Yeah, that's a violation, man. It's a violation. Oil on oil pan, oil, or is visibly dripping oil or visibly dripping fuel. Yeah. That's not true. I run my logs as 100% as I possibly can and I make money. That's not true. I'm going to tell you where that is true, A Breezy. It's true in reefer and at prime. You're correct there. Yes. That's why when I left prime, I had to get out of the culture. What you're in right now is a culture of run. They don't care about you being legal. They don't care about you being legal because if they did, they wouldn't schedule the loads the way they do. They care about you running the loads and getting the load done. You being legal is a you problem. Now, technically, they get hit too. But yeah, they're big enough where they don't care. That's a you problem. That's a reefer thing. That's why I prefer to do flatbed. I'll just do the flatbed. Screw it. Yeah, I got to do some work, but I don't got that problem. I shut down every day between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. You understand that? I wake up every day between 4 and 7 in the morning. You understand that? I only drive about 500 miles a day, maybe. And I shut her down. Yeah, I shut her down. I'm also instructed to stop every 150 miles and check my load. And I do. And classify it as that. And when they give me a load that don't have the time on it for, I smooth put it on the call com and say, hey, you understand if this load is ran to be there on time, I won't have time to do pre-trips, post-trips, load checks. I won't have time to do these things. Do you still want me to run it like that? Are you telling me not to do none of that stuff? And they'll change the appointment. It took me 2 years to get out of the reefer run culture. It's a rough culture to be in. It's an unhealthy physically and mentally culture to be in. When you take your time and find the right company, you won't have to do that. Because they don't play like that. They don't play like that at all. But as long as you're at Prime, you better run it how you've been running it, A Breezy, because that is what they want. And for you to make money there, you will have to do that. There's no way a company can, one hand, the safety guy tell you in orientation, hey man, do this, do that, do this, do that, and then when you get to your people, they hitting you with freaking 5 stops within 2 hours of each other and 4 o'clock in the morning and all. Come on, bro. They know what's up. They know what's up. They don't care about you doing none of that because they can survive, keep getting hit by DOT. Can you? Can you? Yeah. Actually, any pre-trip that you do the exact time every time can get you caught up. You're supposed to kind of move them around. Do 8, 12, 13, 11. Like that looks believable. But I tell you, hey, man, hey, look. Don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. What do I know? Right? But you get caught up in this situation and you're running all crazy and really that culture is that's where all the stinky truckers come from. They're running in a way where they keep shaving off time and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. And then they're not taking showers and then they're getting depressed and then they're not cleaning their truck and their truck looks a mess. And, now they're not doing the logs right and they're not doing their pre-trips and they're not, they're running on PC and they're doing all type of weird stuff like that. That PC gets you in trouble because technically every time you drive off with PC, you're supposed to go back to where you started. You understand? So these things are all the ways you're going to get dinged. And they're not even close to all of them. But if you get dinged for any of these things, whose fault is it? You're not going to get sympathy from me. You're not even going to get sympathy from me if that's the culture of your company because you have the choice to leave. You like the money, so you're okay with that. You'll take that risk. I know because I've done it. I know because I've done it. It makes you money. You're going to keep doing it. You're getting positive reinforcement. Oh, see, when you do this, you make more money. You make more money. That's cool. But it's listen, man, it's coming. The bill comes due. You know better. And see, these are some of the qualifying questions you were supposed to ask at the company instead of asking about money all the time. When y'all go in these companies, you don't ask none of this stuff. You know, it's like all you care about is what do we get paid? How much we get paid? When do I got to put payroll in? That's all y'all care about in orientation. When does payroll go in? What if I'm one day late? Can they force it in? When do we get paid? What time of day? Does our check come through 12 o'clock at night? That's the questions y'all ask. Money. Money, 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 money. How do I make more money? Can I do this? Can I do that to make more money? All I care about is the money. You're not asking about the culture if the culture is going to run you into the ground. You're not asking about if you're really going to get home. You're not asking about none of that stuff. You don't care. Then when you get a couple of checks and you got money in your pocket, and you want to go home and they don't want, and they're BSing on your home time, then you're offended. Oh my God. Why can't I get home? You didn't care about home time when you was in orientation about the money you're going to make at all. You didn't care then. So why are they supposed to care now? Why are you supposed to care now? You didn't care about that. You wanted money. You want money. That's all you want. Care, money. For you to go back and buy stuff. Oh my God. VNL Trucker is on point today, bro. You heard me. VNL, I need you to call in, bro. You driving? Who's not driving? Who can call in? It's about time we get on over here, bro. And while we going further, we gonna keep going? Or are we stopping? Another 150 to keep going. Let me know. But like I tell y'all, all y'all care about is that sweet money and that sweet butt. That's all y'all care about. Y'all don't care about none of this other stuff I'm talking about. I'm talking into the wind. It sound good when you driving down the county. That's all it do. Y'all don't care. All the people who have sent it to the Cash App, you can hit this link to call in and talk to me. This is the call-in link for the people who have hit the Cash App. But like I told you, you didn't care. You didn't ask about your benefits. Does your company match? You didn't ask none of them questions. You care about what you was getting taken home. Does your company match? Does it have death benefits for your kids just in case you die out here on the road, which is a high possibility? You didn't ask, could you cover your wife and get her death benefits? You didn't ask about long-term disability, short-term disability. You didn't ask about hospital benefits, if they're going to pay you if you get hospitalized. You didn't ask about none of that crap. All you care about is money. Money. You didn't ask about none of that. You didn't ask if they had a freaking healthcare savings plan, a savings bank account with high yield for you to save for expensive operations and life-changing operations. You didn't ask for none of that. A lot of places offer it. You didn't ask what the vision costs, what the dental costs. Do they do chiropractic? Our back problems is a big thing in trucking. So every trucking company you work for should have some type of chiropractic situation. And you say, oh, well, that should just be covered under healthcare. That's not true. Chiropractic practice was considered hokum, hooey for years. So all healthcares don't cover it. They don't. Some people believe it's hack medicine. So no, all of them don't cover it. And if you one of those people who don't think it's real medicine and they don't cover it, when you go to chiropractor, you got to pay out of pocket, baby. You didn't ask these questions because you don't care, because the only thing Americans care about is sex, drugs, alcohol, and money. That's all y'all care about. That's the only values y'all have. And you saying you love your old lady, but you don't have no death benefits and no health benefits and none of that stuff to take care of just in case you pass away out here. Well, oh, I'm young. I ain't got no wife. That's true, but you got a mother. You got a sister. You got a dad who getting long in the tooth, working himself to death. You have people that care about you, don't you? You could put them as beneficiaries on your death benefits. And you are only child, and your mom is there, and you know she can't work like that no more and all that stuff. Don't you want her to get $100, $200, $300, $400,000 when you die? If you die? Y'all don't think about that. Because you're selfish. All you care about is sex and money and drugs. Just a bunch of jigabooing. I guarantee you 80% of the people right now running, I don't know about the lease guys, but I know Prime does offer death benefits. But if most of you company cats, every single one of your companies offer it. Whether it be 10, 15, you know, some of them you can get up to 200,000 without having to go to the doctor. So if you worried about if you overweight or are not as healthy, you can get that 200 off the strizzy just for being with that company. Then you got GoFundMe funerals and crap. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But no one cares, bro. Because it's all about the butt cheeks all the time. Booty hole. That's all y'all care about. It's disgusting. They give you a whole benefit package with a folder and a pen, and y'all ain't even looked in there, because you call your old lady, you call about, I'm gonna make this much money, and we finally gonna be able to get a charger. I hate y'all so much, man. Y'all understand my hate boils so deep in the re-education. Then you know what I'm saying? See, how white people got all the money. Yeah, they did what they're supposed to do, bro. Sign up for the benefits. Some of this stuff costs $1 a week. Costs $1 a week, bro, and y'all don't even freaking pick it up, bro. Then when you dying off and you gone, your mama just at the crib still working that nursing job. She could have got 200 riggities for you. Now she got to pay to fly your body back from Cincinnati where you died at in the trailer, in the sleeper, or wherever you crashed at. She got to pay out of her savings to fly you back and bury you. Because you're too goddamn selfish and horny. I wouldn't need no GoFundMe account to bury none of my people, bro. If you do, you a failure. Kill yourself. Hey, Breezy, how's your day going?
Waiting at the shipper, man.
You called in for a reason. What is that?
Oh, no, I was just trying to say thank you for the gyms and everything, dog. You already know I'm a show love. Everything you said was spot on.
Hold up. Stop. What size is that for TV?
I got the little boy. He's only 32.
Oh, I thought you was trying to flex on me right now. Hold on, dog. I know you ain't do bigger than I did you?
Nah.
Hold on, man. I got to figure out how to share your picture. Hold on here. Boom. There we go. Get it on in here. Let's slide this over here. So they go, you got the TV up and all that. I see you living big time.
Hey, Saturday football. My team played last night, but hey, still got some games to watch today.
Hey, I ain't hating on you. So what about what I said that you agreed or disagree with?
Honestly, man, everything that you said was spot on. It's making me just think, like, I really have been programmed to run a certain way, and it's really crazy out here, like, how quickly I done caught on to that now. And it's just like, it's not like this everywhere. So
It isn't.
I just gotta do what I gotta do to make what I gotta make until I got the experience to move to a better situation. But until then,
you gotta do your year, man.
Be a lot of just taking that risk.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it is a culture thing, and
you were spot on though, because like
you just gotta do your year, take your time, stack your money up, because in that culture it's run. That's a division thing, and that's a reefer division thing. You gotta understand. Me, I'm hauling, oversized equipment. So let me tell you how my day gonna go. And don't hate, but you're gonna hate because it's awesome. So basically, I pick up a big Caterpillar, right? Now I get paid a percentage of the load, even though I'm not owner opping, so I can still do $2,500 in a week. Company. Now, I pick up a big excavator. We'll say the worth of that is what we call it, $2 million. And if the load is paying whatever, I'm getting like 30 or something % of it. So let's say that load may pay me $1,600. Okay, and the person say, well, that's not that much. Well, if you know anything about oversized, this is only going 160 miles, and I'm company. So I haul this 160 miles. Now I got to drop it off. But see, with this type of company I'm at, and I found about 4 of them like this, I pick the appointment. They don't even get involved in that. I pick when I drop it off. Yeah, so I can look at my thing and be like, all right, I'm going to drive. I don't feel like getting up that early, so I'm going to make it 11 o'clock. So I get up every day at 6 in the morning. So I know then I got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 6 hours to get there any given morning. So then I take it in there. I drop it off. I get out of there at 12. I know immediately I'm not going to get loaded till the morning. So I just go to the truck stop and shut down. And then the next day, they hit me with some loads. You want this one? You want that one? You want this one? This pays that. This pays this. What do you want to do? All right, I say I want to do this one. They're like, all right, well, you got all day to go get it, because these places don't have they're 9 to 5. So basically, all of my appointments are from 8 in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. There is no 6 o'clock appointment. There is no 2 in the morning. There's none of that shit. And a lot of the times when I get there, I need they need a crane, right? So the crane has to get to the site to do whatever needs to be done if they don't already have one. So they'll tell me, listen, the crane will be here between 10 and 5 o'clock. Get there anytime. And I pull in, and since what I'm carrying, they just take it off, and I just leave. And it's only 4 chains there's only like 4 chains most
every
of the
day. It's like that.
There's nothing else. They carry nothing else. Now you may go to
work 5 days a week.
Yeah, I mean nothing's open on the weekend, dog. I can't work the weekend. There's nothing open.
Hell.
See, now in your industry, you're actually racing against the time that the food stays fresh. Mm-hmm. So when you go to a place, they in there for 3-4 shifts. They in there all day and night. I don't have that problem. They're off every single holiday. These are the shippers, not even my company. They're off every single holiday, no matter what it is. They're off every day, every weekend. See, this is what happens when you start getting into the oversized step deck situation. They're not running like that. They just care that you get it here without hurting it. That's all they care about.
And you company. Damn, so you ain't got to run it those 70 miles an hour.
No, my truck is governed at 75. But the dude told me we don't expect you to run over 62 miles an hour. And sometimes when I get an oversized load, most oversized load, you're not allowed to go over 55 miles an hour.
I gotta say, you can't run something with that big, because that's just dangerous if you go in a certain, I would say above 60, yeah, but yeah.
And here go the big kicker, because you know how dudes, they like to run at night, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not allowed to run at night.
You shouldn't be able to, because that's a hazard. Something hanging off like that.
Exactly. It's a hazard. So I just shut it down. I chill. I got a 13 speed in the truck. You know, APU'd out. I got the Hot Boy Peterbilt with the extra leather wrap wheel and the leather seats and all that, and the big yellow lights on the top. And I just chill. Then the lady calls me in the morning and says, "What you want to do?" Yeah.
So you a company driver, but you still get to put your TV on the truck?
I can do anything I want to the truck. They don't care. I can do anything I want to the truck. Most of the truck is already done.
You put me on game, bro.
I also am driving a truck that has like 650 horsepower. I have the big engine. It's 13 speed. It's ridiculous, bro. But here go the thing. You got to do flatbed. So you ain't a flatbed cat. So you ain't about to do none of that. Now you can be, because guess what?
No, you really make me think about it, for real.
Now, to be at this company, you need 2 or 3 years of verifiable flatbed experience. Now, all you got to do right now is go to Prime and say, "Put me on flatbed division," and they'll put a headache rack on your joint, and you can get your 2 years right now. But that's if you real. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean, but it's gonna help me. I'm not saying I need to work out, but I feel like if I don't, I'm gonna get out of shape quick. So it would help. It would actually kill 2 birds in 1 stone, because I would actually get to exercise.
It would.
I actually have to exercise instead of trying to motivate myself to exercise.
But here goes the problem when you're dealing with a mega carrier. Math, as far as the math goes, reefer is the best thing for you, because it never ends. Where in your lease situation right now, yes, because it never ends. So you don't have the shutdown. You just loads. No matter it be Christmas, they'll still give you a load. You're going to lose that if you go over to now Prime got loads in flatbed, so it ain't like you're going to be without a load, but I'm just telling you, it runs a little bit more clicky faster with that. But like I say, you get paid percentage just like anybody else, 76% of the load. And my biggest paying loads at Prime were flatbed loads. But like I said, it's
like,
it's a work.
What would you say, like, money-wise? Were they more than 4?
My biggest
Solo?
No. Solo, my highest one was 5,500. But my highest paying.
Oh, you ain't seeing that solo here.
My highest paying flatbed week was $9,200 at Prime. but I was training
What?
too. I was training, so, and y'all
See, so
young
that's
bucks
where I
want to
feel
train.
like I'm maximizing. Go ahead.
No, keep going. What you saying?
I feel like that's where I'm maximizing my opportunity because the way, the fact that I'm running how I'm running, I'm already at 7 grand, and it's just Saturday.
True,
So when I drop this tomorrow, I'll be at seven
but
grand. So it's like I know I'm running right,
mm-hmm.
but it's not technically legal by DOT standards if you want to technically look into it
Yeah.
and go by the book.
I mean, if I looked at
But
your
that's how
stuff,
I
I
have
could
to
give you
run
a
to make money.
violation.
So that's what I hate about it.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
if you were to, it's one of those things where, man, flatbed ain't for everybody. So, you don't. That was net. I took that home, Benjamin. But like I said, when you're training, you just double your check.
God, you take 19. God.
You just double. I think it was what Low at the time, because Low was my advisor and mentor at the time. He called it in 10,000 was like a golden week. I did like 12. But see, Low had seen bigger joints than that. Low had $15,000 weeks. But see, here's the thing: he was training. So if you saying you doing 7,000, if you were a trainer, that'd been a $14,000 week if everything worked out the way you wanted it to. But that's why, dude. That's why you train, bro. If you're at a company like that, you might as well just train, because that's where the money's at for real. And
You know, it is. It is.
especially if you saying I ain't gonna be in here forever, so I'm gonna do my 2 years. Then when they let you train, you run the checkup, and then you have time to figure out where you're going after that. You have money in the bank. You can wait. You can be picky. You know what I'm saying? You can do all that shit. But it's up
See,
to
I think
you.
that's what because I looked at one of your old videos, like when I was doing my drive shift a couple days ago. It was like one of your old ones, and I was like, dang. So I really do need to listen to my granddaddy because he said that he could get me on with UPS. He said, dude, just get you a year, I'll get you on. I've been thinking about it now because it's like you said, always took the old heads that not gonna steer you wrong. I
That's
might be able to
true.
do that lax UPS job and just retire from it after 20 years or so.
That's true, and it depends on what you. I see you, KT. Give me a second. It depends on what you value. If you are thinking about your future and how you're going to be taken care of and all that, I would not disagree with UPS. But money right now, UPS can't touch what you're doing now. But then again,
Oh, I know that for see.
a lot of UPS jobs be covered by Teamsters. So you be in the Teamsters union, and you're gonna get a retirement. My stepdaddy on retirement with them right now. You get a retirement for the rest of your life when you end at 26 years, and the whole diggity diggity bang. So I mean, it depends on what you value at the time.
What's Teamsters mean?
Teamsters is a union. It's a very very popular old union, and they go and they fight for your union. They fight for your benefits. It's harder for them to fire you. They fight for your wages to go up. So like right now, how everybody is how the cost of living is going up. Those UPS and Teamsters guys, they're about to get a raise, because the Teamsters union is going to go in there and fight and say, listen, gas is this much, rent is this much. This is no longer a agreeable package. You got to go up, and they're going to have to give them more money. That's why people like going with unions. So that's something you have to think about
And I
there.
think it helps me out because they're building a UPS hub, like 10 minutes from my house. So I know for a fact by the time it gets up, I'll have a year experience.
That is
So
dope.
I technically would qualify with his help.
But what you have to understand about it before I switch over to KT is the loads that UPS got are tighter than the ones you're running right now, because they do JIT loads, just in time loads. It's mail. So you're going to be running way tighter than you're doing right now. So you got to know that going in.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that's just one of them things. Those of them dudes you see fly by you in the doubles and they be wilding all over the road. Them cats. Give me a second. KT, I see you. What's going on?
Yo, yo, TB, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I just want to say, man, I really, really appreciate you. You don't understand, like, how much of a big help you have been to this community. I'm a new driver. Excuse
Mm-hmm.
me. I've only been driving for 8 months on paper,
Okay.
8 months. I looked in the truck in 2 years before I got into it. That's how I know so much in the beginning. I don't know everything, but as far as how to get your CDO for free, how to get all your endorsements,
Mm-hmm.
I did that. I got a grant, and I didn't pay nothing for my CDL. I didn't
Dang.
go to a mega carrier. I didn't go over the road. I wasn't interested in none of that. Because well, over the road, I know it's CPM. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you ain't moving, you ain't making no money.
Right.
That's not interesting to me. I'm dedicated and I'm regional, so I get a minimum. I could break down, still get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with you about how you say you work between these hours, because I deliver to dog stores.
Mm.
So at nighttime, I'm not driving because they're closed. It's like, you know, places that people go to get their dog food.
Right. Them places make money too. That's a big deal.
And that dog food is not cheap.
No.
So with me, I don't just pull 53s. I pull pub trailers. I pull 48s. So, like I said, I'm still new, so I'm still learning how to back. I'm still learning how to make turns.
Mm-hmm.
However, I will say moving different trailers and even being in different trucks, from Volvos to Freightliners to Internationals, it has helped me tremendously on how to gauge my turn radius. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But back to you though, I just appreciate it because I remember when I was in school and I'm like, man, this pre-trip, we gotta say all this shit. We gotta remember all of this, and the examiners, they looking at us, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I can do this. And I was driving a stick shift, and that was my first time ever driving a stick shift, 10 speed. And
Mm.
I'm like, man, this kind of scary because driving a stick shift, you in control of the vehicle. If you don't change gears, you're not moving.
That's a fact. Or you're not gonna stop
So
moving if you don't change
you
the gear. Right.
or you can stall. You can
Yeah.
stall out. So, I was this close to saying, you know what, forget it. I'm finna get a restriction. I'm sick of this. But, some just told me, just kept watching your videos where you was just talking about, you get out here, time management, manage your money, do this, do that. And I just, kept watching your videos and kept being inspired by you because, your old videos, way, way back in the day, you spit a lot of knowledge. People on here, they probably can't even find the videos because it's years.
Yeah, I turned
It's
them off.
years of work.
I,
Oh,
I,
yeah?
I put them private because once the algorithm caught up in years past, they were counting
Mhm.
against my they were hurting my channel because I was getting too real on there. Some of that stuff I shouldn't be saying. So they hating on
Okay.
her, brother, but it's all love. But I have a question for you.
What's going on?
So you're doing local. You're home every night.
No, no, I'm regional. I'm home probably 2 days out the week, weekends off.
Oh, that's a beautiful. I'm actually about that right now. That's an awesome deal. And you
Yep, yep.
basically you're doing hourly.
Well, no, it's still cents per mile, but I get paid cents per mile and I get stop pay. So I get paid for every store that I go to and cents
Mm.
per mile. I get two ways.
And you're unloading.
Yeah, well, yeah, it depends. So like one store I might just drop the pallet, another store I might unload it. It just depends on the store. If
And
they got a dock, I just roll it in there, drop the pallet, paperwork, have a nice day. You want me to unload it, get my dolly, boom, 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 I'm gone.
so where y'all at? Baltimore, DMV.
Chicago, Chicago,
Oh,
yep, Chicago,
you
Midwest.
you doing hardcore cold work. That's hardcore cold.
But I started off this way because I knew I wasn't going over the road. I'm gonna be honest with you. That
Why?
life, see, for me, and I'm not trying to disrespect anybody who does this because people live like this.
Right,
I can't live in my truck. Now I'm regional, so I sleep in the truck for a long time.
right.
But weeks and months, I'm not gonna lie to you, I probably would go a little crazy.
I'm
I can't be in
I'm
a confined space too
I'm gonna
long.
be honest with you, cause you sound like you like 24.
25, bruh.
Yeah. The best. Let me tell you something, and it's something you can do this at any time, so there's no rush in it. The
Yeah.
best time of my life was OTR. That is the
Mm,
funnest, the most pay. Because
mhm.
let's never get it twisted. And you don't. And like I said, now at the place I'm at now, I'm about to be 38. The place I'm at now,
Right.
money isn't everything. But when I was 25, the most
Mhm.
pay was OTR. The most fun was OTR. But
Mhm.
it depends on you as a person because OTR will change you as a person. Meaning you're right
Right.
now you're dealing with customers. You're dealing with
Mhm.
the P person calling you. You got to deal with people at the yard, all that type of stuff.
Mhm.
When you do a lot of OTR, you see the whole country and you live in the whole country. And most of the time, you end up picking to settle somewhere else than where you started at.
Yeah.
So that's a beautiful thing. But the drawback to that is I'm not as patient with people because I'm not used to being around them. So
Right.
that is a drawback. But there is a lot of money, OTR and everything like that. You in Chicago, you live in a dream. I would never want to hate on that. But don't count it out because one day you could be going through some things and you could just be like, oh, I don't know what I'm about to do and all this other type of stuff. And something that could clear your mind is like a year OTR, and you have the experience to do it. They still gonna have to train you a little bit because you've never done it, but
Right.
it ain't that much. It ain't that hard, and you can go out there and reset your brain and disconnect for a while till you figure out what you actually want to do. So don't count it out. I personally, I'm not physically unload nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just not about to do it because my temper with dealing with different people at the stores, I'm just gonna get
Yeah.
fired. So it ain't no point in me even playing that type of game. But I know people who do LTL say they make a bag doing that.
Yeah. And I actually, this account that I'm on is called a pet food account where you do have to unload. I actually switched accounts. I went to Walmart, which I would never ever work for Walmart again. But I went to them and they're like, "Oh, no touch freight, woo woo woo." I'm like, "All right, cool. Let me switch accounts." So I go over there. It is no touch freight. Put in the door, it's just milk. They got an associate who come and unload that shit. The problem with it being no touch that I don't like, and I'd rather unload my own stuff sometimes. I hate waiting on people. I gotta wait for them to answer the door. The old lady at the freaking door, she mad because I came during lunchtime. Like that's my fault. Like I don't got time for attitude. You either want the milk or you don't want it. You feel me? So by
Right.
me unloading dog food and me unloading, I can take 20 minutes. I can take 10 minutes. I'm in charge of the load, not you.
Right.
But I see what you're saying though, because unloading, bro, in the wintertime, you got a pallet jacket, get stuck, it's cold. Yeah,
And you
yeah.
got a girlfriend back in Chicago.
Not no more. Nah, I told her if you can't hang with the hours, you can't hang with me.
Oh, you don't. So let me get this right. You single out here and you not OTR? Man, you tripping, bro. You freaking tripping right now.
But check it out, TB. Check it out. See, when I'm with a girl, we go to Wendy's, right? 4 for 4. 4 for 4 automatically turn to $30. I go 4 for 4 by myself. I pay 4.50.
Bro, hold on. Stop. You taking these hoes to Wendy's, bro?
No, no, I'm talking about my girl. When she want to eat something real quick, I'm just saying wherever we go, the amount doubles. It's gonna double
But
regardless.
this what I'm trying to tell you, bro. So so you single now, so it totally
Yeah.
changes. Let's say if you were to have old lady,
Hmm.
you will be taking her to places that she never even dreamed of, and y'all can get that good quality time in like different parts of the country, Martha's Vineyard, places that niggas don't be talking about, like crazy places. And
Yeah,
that's super duper dope. You also can get rid of all of your bills so you can save a decent amount of money.
yeah.
But if you single, man, oh my God, bro, you are, let me tell you something. You're ruining your life right now. Do you know how many different, let's say this in a way that can be played on TV. Do you know how many different ice cream flavors there are in the world, bro? And you sitting there dealing with that crazy Chicago? Yo, you tripping, bro.
But check it out, TB. Let me be honest with you. Let me be honest with you. The reason I think why I don't want to go or I didn't want to go, I'm not saying it's set in stone. I'm nervous about OTR because I'm in this Discord group where when I start driving, we all hop on and we talk.
Hmm.
But I know friends that are OTR, and when their load is behind or they got appointment times, I'm not gonna lie to you, that makes me nervous because me having like, let's say I got 10 stores I gotta knock out, I just gotta get there before they close.
Right.
Now I'm not saying I can chill in a rest area and sit there for 3 hours, but I'm not really rushed. When you got an appointment time, you gotta be there. Gotta be there.
That's not true.
No?
No. Okay, first of
Okay.
all, if you're running your clock properly, you're gonna be on time anyway. Here's the thing we know. Most loads are booked at 55 to 60 miles an hour. The truck can go
Mhm.
65. If you doing what you're supposed to do with your time clock,
Yeah.
you're gonna be ahead of schedule. Now, if you say, well, what about weather? Weather, they gotta move the appointment. That
Yeah.
absolves you from being late. So there's reasons you can be like, listen, this happened and they can't touch you. You see what I'm saying? Also, sometimes your drop load could be what we call a pop and drop or drop and hook. You could be getting there like 7 in the morning, and it don't have to be dropped off till 11:59 at night. So and you think,
Yeah.
well, okay, then I gotta wait. But see, that depends. Now, if you single and 25, that means you can pull into Cali,
Yeah.
drop the load at the or sit at the truck stop and you can Uber to Malibu, and live it up, and then drop it off 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So truckers have a lot of fun, especially the young bucks like y'all. Man, it's the fun. You don't even know the fun, man. Like, oh my God, your dating possibilities are freaking endless, dude. They're just endless. And you can, I ain't saying be no hoe. I'm just saying you can conversate. Let's use that word. You can conversate with people that are totally different than where you're from and really expand your mind. Now, if she giving the cheeks up, you do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But man, I'm going to tell you something. I used to pull into, I ain't even going to tell y'all where it is. Y'all be tracking me. But I used to pull into a spot in Texas.
Yeah.
I go to the freaking Ritz-Carlton or the Four Seasons, and I get like the top floor.
Yeah.
And I got room service going on. I got I was living the dream. Dream. And my thing is, where you're at now is good and it's comfortable for you, but at the same time, you're young enough to do some shit that's uncomfortable and that'll blow your mind.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to do this forever. Like, don't get me wrong. This was just really a stepping stone for me. Because I'm a runner too. I keep my left door closed.
Right.
I'm gone. With Walmart, I had to really get off that account because it was a lot of night driving, and that is not for the weak. I fell asleep a few times driving that truck to the point where I said, you know what, I gotta pull over. I'm sorry.
Right.
I can't. It keep drifting. I can't keep my eyes open. Ain't nobody to talk to. Ain't nobody woke at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the same road, the same U.S. highway for freaking 158 miles. You know how hard that is?
It's rough. But that's why you see,
but
that's why you're supposed to be talking to a few gutter bunnies. See, your problem is your standards is too high on your talking boos. Now, you got the ones that you probably going to be actually hitting, and then you got to have a few gutter bunnies because they ain't got no job anyway. You talk to them 4 o'clock in the morning. So you got to expand your pimping. You can't be out here with only good girls because they going to bed 10:15.
You're right. But like you said in your video before that you had recently posted, being a truck driver, what you say, it ain't attractive. You ain't doing nothing but attracting a female that's just gonna take advantage of you anyway.
That's true. That's why you got to
So if
put
you
her.
can get something out of the deal, exchange.
That's true. But what I'm saying is when I was single, I got to put this preferences right because they try and get me out here. When I was single, I had a few gutter bunnies. I never even seen them in person. I just would ride and talk to them on the phone and where you at. I tell them where. We'd talk to like 3, 4, 5 in the morning. They'll help me through a drive shift. They butt naked on the FaceTime. I'm driving. It's like I was living.
Wow.
Listen, bro. I was living a dream, bro. I'm trying to tell you, missing out. But at the same time,
hey,
do what's comfortable.
I did get some cutty in the Walmart truck though, but I gave it back to him. I did. I pulled up in one of the Walmarts in the hood, and Shorty was drunk, and she was like, "I ain't got nowhere to go. Can I stay in the truck?" I said, "Let me cover up the camera, whop the bam, bam, bam. See you later. The load's ready." That's the most fun I did, TV. So I'm working on it.
Bro, I christened back in the day. I christened every new truck I got, bro. And the main place I christened it was the Walmart parking lot, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, and and did you learn? See, I like having like jacked up trucks. Cause you know when them chicks get in that truck and you crank that joint up, it's a wrap, man. It's over. They all over you. You like, come on, shorty, calm down. You know what I'm saying? But you'll figure out what you want to do in time. But don't, man. I done been on hotels at the beach in Malibu, in Miami. I done stayed in hotels in Miami, resorts in Miami. I done stayed in Martha's Vineyard. I done stayed in Vermont. I done stayed in Park City, Utah. I done stayed in Oregon, Washington, on the lake in Washington. I done did it all, bro. And I would have never did that if I didn't do OTR, man. That's a fact.
For sure.
And they paid me to go. I didn't have to pay to get there. So it's really going to expand your pimp. Then you're going to come back a year later and be like, yo, I'm about to marry a surgeon from Seattle. I'm like, nigga, I told you. I told you, bro. Hold on. I got to let Benjamin in here. Give me a second.
All right.
Big Money Benjamin.
TV, what's happening, dog?
Man, I'm just trying. If I could live 50% the way you do, I'd be good, bro. That's real
Nah, nah, I'm
talk.
trying to be like you when I grow up, man. That's what I'm trying to be like, man. You the man, pots and pans, 100 grand,
I'm
man.
just trying to tell the
Hey,
young bucks, don't count OTR out, man. Don't do it,
man,
bro.
what? Are they tripping, bro? If I wasn't married, bro, oh, OTR is the life, man. I'm mad at myself. I told my wife this one time. I said, baby, I'm mad I didn't go live that OTR life like I'm seeing on YouTube when I was a single man. Cause I started getting it dibbling and dabbling once I was, settling down and getting married. I'm like, damn, bro, I wasted about 3-4 years my trucking career, just kind of being, a company man. And then by the time I was ready to settle down, that's when I really started having the opportunity to really start getting loose. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right,
like, damn, I'm settled
right.
down now. I can't take advantage of it. But bruh, y'all better start paying attention to A Breezy. Y'all see how he look? He got his skin glistening, he got his Shamar Moore on,
Hey,
you feel me? Y'all
hey,
better y'all better start looking at that player, man. Shoot,
y'all
that's a
don't
player
do.
out here, man. Dude.
Until I got my old lady, man, I lived the
Yeah,
beauty,
hey, praise God. I tell my wife that every time. I say, babe, I'm glad I got you, boy, because it's too much temptations out here, but
And I mean,
sheesh.
the best thing, my old lady is the best thing. I eat better with my old lady on the truck because she's the
One thousand
chef, and
percent
you got chunky butter on command, and
all day.
it's definitely a better situation. But like I said, if I was young, like when I messed up my license early. If I'd
hmm
have came in like 22, man, I'd been a monster, bro. I've been
TB,
a
where I messed up
monster.
for mine was when I came in, I had just had my son. So I was going through like 4 or 5 years of a heated litigation battle. So I didn't really get an opportunity to really and I was OTR. So I was like in the midst of all of that and trying to manage, the OTR
Right.
life.
You
So
couldn't
I didn't
enjoy
really
it.
get to live.
Man, you
But
messed up, bro.
man, so once that settled down, which is just, like a year or so ago, that's finally started to calm down. I'm really starting to see like, oh my gosh, bro, it's so much out here.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
if you go on TikTok, it's like I didn't even think it was that many women drivers, man. It's just endless women drivers. And my thing is, I'm not even talking about the drivers, bro. I'm talking about like regular
Dispatchers.
chicks in those
Yeah.
areas that are just they. And I used to love when I pull into an area, I'd be talking to a chick and she'd be like, come see me. And I'd be like, why you ain't dating nobody there? And the dudes there be bumming. And you come
Right.
in and got some money, yo, they be
Right.
all over you, bro. So
Right. And like you say, ain't no sex like in the truck sex, bro.
that's a
Nothing close,
fact.
bro. Nothing
And
close,
maybe
bro.
I'm a trick, but since I'm sitting on 15 grand, I'm like, why your oil light on, man? Take this joint over and get the oil change on it. How's the
Right,
oil
right, absolutely. You look like the player, the ultimate player, man.
Yeah, you
They
like
be sleeping on us truckers, man. They
give it
swear like we just out here living like cavemen. Boy,
right.
some truckers out here living their best life.
Living good,
One of my
bro.
one of my OGs, shoot, he had a whole book one time. He pulled me to the side. Hey, young man, let me show you something. Let me show you how I was living back in my day. Had a whole book full
Cause
of it, full
baddies.
of what he was on, man. So I'm like,
All you gotta do is keep yourself smelling good.
that's it.
Try to control your weight.
That's it.
And it's I had fun, but as now I'm older and I'm 30. I'm about to be 38. I got an old lady. The other part of that is when you take your significant other with you, the places y'all get to see. It's like
Uh,
I'm going on vacation every 5-6 days,
right.
and it's
Right.
never ending.
Dog, I'm trying to tell you the play I'm trying to run with my wife right now is I'm really trying to get us hunkered down and I want to get an extended cab and bring her and my daughter out because the way I got it set up as far as visitation with my son, I'm only getting to see him once a month. So I told my wife, I'm like, listen, let's go get us an extended cab. We get rid of the apartment and we just run the road a couple years. Housing market, it's gonna come down, but now's the time. Now's not the time for us to go buy a house. So
Mm-mm.
we'll stay out here a couple years, hit the road real hard, get lease onto a company or whatever, and get active. And then by the time we come off the road after a few years, because we homeschooling our daughter, bruh, we gonna have some
You,
good 200,
easy,
300,000
bro.
easy money.
Easy, bro. Easy
So,
money. And you out there, you ain't got to deal with the separation.
man,
If she can deal with 5-6 days of discomfort to be able to walk in Malibu, bro. And then
right.
depending on where y'all from, like where y'all from? Cali?
My wife from Texas. I'm from Kansas originally.
So
So,
for you to see Martha's Vineyard, nobody where you from even said the word Martha's Vineyard to you, let
bruh,
alone been there. You
I'm
see?
trying. I'm trying to tell the TV. I'm trying to tell her, man, like, bruh, if you would just go and wrap your mind around, we literally can take a vacation every single day. And with the type of skill set I have to offer some of these companies, even with the company I'm at, they probably won't even let me leave because you know how much
That's
they love me here and how much love I get. So with the capabilities that I have at my fingertips, it's like, bruh, if I could just get you and my baby out here, we get us our own truck, have our own little setup and we just run hard for a few years, just a few years can literally set us up for the rest of our life. Then I
yeah,
can come home, work locally, or drive locally, and just continue out my trucker career, bro. There's thousands of opportunities. I don't think these cats really understand the
yeah,
value you bring to YouTube, telling them the thousands of the endless opportunities if they
yeah.
just play their cards right.
Because
Like
all they have to do is look up your city
that's it.
and type in CDL job or trucking job. It will
That is
literally
it.
bring up 3,000 hits on Indeed, and every single one of them will say urgent.
Uh, bruh, it's that simple. And all you have to do is just follow the rules. You talking about stuff that a lot of us drivers, that's why if these young cats pay attention to the older cats in the chat, they're telling you, like, bruh, he's giving y'all knowledge I didn't even learn until like 2, 3 years ago.
Right.
And you're learning this at year one,
Yeah.
8 months in, 5 months in. Bro, take advantage of the opportunities that's available to you right now. Because they finna figure out a way to automate everything. Everybody finna be out here,
Right.
having to figure, things out. So if you got an opportunity to get what you need right now and set yourself
But
up
see,
better in the future,
that's
bruh,
hold on
why wouldn't you?
1 second. I got to get King in here, but listen to what I'm saying. That's why I tell y'all not to do van, and I want y'all to go do something where you work on the back of it, because they're not gonna be able to automate certain things. Like they gonna automate that van stuff off jump, but
Yeah,
you're not about to be seeing no oversized automated vehicles early.
TB,
It's gonna take another couple years for them to be able to figure that out.
TB, let me tell you, with the pneumatic gang, I know I'm sounding like a cheerleader. To the young cats, I'm telling you now, if you want to make some money, come on over here to the pneumatic gang. We got what you looking for. All right. The hazmat guys, they got what you looking for. Y'all can keep on staying over there in the reefer and dry van if you want to.
Box
You
light.
sleep on the pneumatic gang. We
Yeah,
out here, bro. We got what you need, man.
getting
We got what you need.
money. Hold on, let me get my boy in here. Thanks, Benjamin.
Yes, sir.
King, big money with the Super Bowl ring.
Man, I'm about to cut you loose, doggy.
What you mean?
Bro, I been hitting you up, texting you.
Bro, when you
I ain't
call me,
getting
bro?
no response. So you know what? I see what my friendship is with this
Hold on.
guy.
Let me see. Oh, you did hit me Tuesday.
Bro, I hit you
Damn.
up, bro, because you went live and I think you had a problem with the truck. Something was going on or something. And,
Yeah.
I think you said a tire.
Yeah, and the AC went out on that
Something.
joint.
AC something. I was calling to check on you, see how you were doing.
Nah, I'm good. They gave me a new truck, and at first they weren't gonna give me the truck, but they was like, "Do you have a restriction?" I was like, "No." They was like, "So you can drive a 13 or 18?" I was like, "Yeah." So they gave me this dope joint, bro. Like, and I'm like, "All right, cool." Because I was driving down the street 90 degrees, like sweating, like struggling, bro.
Oh,
So I wasn't paying attention to my phone. I was so irritated I didn't even want to hear it ring. So I probably wasn't even paying attention
yeah, I
to it.
feel you.
But
Man, look,
no,
I had a problem one time with my truck, bro. So my dog, one time,
mm,
you know the line that be behind the seat?
mm-hmm.
He bit it. So, when you lose air, you losing air throughout the whole truck if that line mess up in the back.
Right.
Up your seat, you ain't getting no air pressure to drive the truck or nothing.
Mm-mm.
Bro, since I'm a MacGyver out here in these streets, bro, guess what I had to do to get the truck rolling again?
Duct tape.
No, I had to find a rat tail cone stuck the end of it in the little hole, and guess what? All of my air came back, bro.
Jeez.
Just to drive it down the street to the Loves, bro. The Loves was only maybe 20 miles down the road, bro.
Man.
Luckily, I had to think of, hey, what can I use? What do I got? Bro, but that's just the struggles of trucking that
Right.
no trucking school, no none of that can teach you. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? You just got to come up with stuff on your own because especially if you are IC and you got to pay out of pocket,
Mm-hmm.
bro, you gonna do whatever you gotta do
Yeah.
so you don't get that tow bill. Cause I was not finna pay no $2,000
They're gonna hit
just
you too.
tow me 20 miles down the road.
Right. Just for them to put on a $12 line.
Exactly.
But
Just to put on a
you you
$12 line, dog.
you that's why like I've been putting more tools in my truck. So like I be mounting my TV and stuff. I got a drill. And it's like,
Yeah,
man,
I seen your,
I should have
your
been
TV
in
in there.
it.
What size you got?
You know, I'm rocking a 50.
Nah, I got a 40. That's all I need.
I'm rocking a 50. I'm a TV head. I got my like there's a new Game of Thrones out. Like I watch stuff like that. So
Right.
I'm set up. I got the game in there and everything, and that's how it's just certain things these youngins don't understand. Is like, you know how many cats is watching us right now that don't have tools in their truck, just at all. They're just y'all are riding around with no socket, no screwdrivers, no crescent wrench, no none of that. No drill, no impact joint. You gotta have that stuff in your truck because
Yeah.
if not only if it saves you money, but it saves you time. Because some stuff you
Time.
can just hit, and just be good.
Time that you would never get back, bro. So you gotta really think what can you do to fix the problem real quick to get you to keep rolling. But you only come up with these kind of things when you done been in certain situations because
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that just don't fall overnight.
Right. You got to
You
get
know,
stuck and go through some pain and be like, man, if I had a screwdriver, I'd been straight.
exactly.
And another thing,
Exactly.
too,
Just a
I
little
watched the
screwdriver
dude.
can save your life.
I watched the guy. Like one time, I waited like 2 weeks for him to mount my TV, and then I watched what he used to mount it, and I was like, man, I could have did that shit.
Did that yourself. Exactly. You could have did that yourself, bro.
Salih, I see you. Appreciate the love. Yeah. So, but like
Yeah,
I said,
man. So what we talking about on this thing today, man? I
I,
mean, I
I,
see we giving good knowledge and stuff like tread dips on the tires,
no,
ABS
no,
light.
we did that at the beginning, but we was talking to homegirl. I was telling her 'cause she's doing like local regional, and I was telling her how old are you? She's like 25, and I was trying to explain to her, man, it's a lot of fun on this road, bro. You know what
It
you doing,
definitely
bro.
is.
And especially you ain't got no significant other.
Man, bro, that's the best.
Yeah, so it's like
That's the best.
y'all be racing to be locked down, man. Like I
Yeah,
had
this
a
is the thing.
fun,
This is
bro.
the thing, bro. This is the thing. This is the thing. When you get stuck, don't look, don't never get stuck in the truck. Don't sit up there. You gotta if you there a day early,
Right,
find you something to do. If you there even the day of, but you got a load that drop at 12 o'clock the next morning.
right.
Find you something to do. Uber your way around. Don't be scared to go to these places because it's not like that no more. It
Mm-mm.
still is, but it ain't. But if you're not scared to leave the area of your truck,
Right,
just leave. Find you something to do. Get you something to get into, especially if you young, ain't got no girl,
right.
no man. Find you somebody to talk to so next time you hit the city up, you can always make that
Yeah,
call, be like, hey,
so tell us how you used to do it, King. Go and throw us your
okay,
business.
this how I used to do it, bro.
Mm.
Look, I've been in trucking a long time, bro. Now I do have 5 kids, but I ain't got kids all over the world. I don't,
Yo.
I don't, I don't have kids all over the world. But you best to believe every city that I hit when I was in my single days, bro, I had only the cities that I really really love to go to, like California, Florida, the fun states,
Right.
the fun states, California, Florida. I had, okay, I had four in Florida.
Four?
California, yes, four in Florida. I had four in Florida. California, I had maybe two because it was only a few that I really was fool with in California
Yeah, I
because
don't be messing with Cali
they
chicks, man. They don't do it for me for
they
some
set
reason.
you up. They set you up, bro. I didn't seen it done before. Like I had two in Cali. When I
What
go to
about Texas?
places like Indiana,
Yeah.
you know,
They set you up in Indiana too, though.
I mean, just
Yeah.
different little fun states that every city that I hit, I had somebody to talk to, bro. So
There's some older biddies in Indiana you can slide through holler at, man. But
yeah,
the
yeah,
real
and they would show you the life. You
the
might not think Indiana got some good things to show you, but they really do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more of a different kind of
yeah,
culture and Indy. It's not like Atlanta. It's not like Florida, but you still got some things to do,
yeah.
man. But
I
Atlanta,
think North Carolina. I never did Atlanta
yes.
because I always been scared. I heard a lot of horror stories about
Bro,
Atlanta,
you gotta
but
understand, Atlanta is the Black Hollywood, bro.
yeah, but there's a lot of some things I'm not really
Don't
going for
don't
down there.
yeah,
So
I get you, but
my spots was more like Maryland, North Carolina.
nah, no,
Like
yes,
those spots,
yes,
they really know truckers there, so booking is really easy in a place like Tennessee. Tennessee got a
hmm
bunch because they
yeah,
deal with a lot of trucking there, so they know of it, so they know it means money, and they understand the hours. So it was real nice in Tennessee. Knoxville is
it
is
was.
a spot that's
Yep,
on the lowsy. A lot of
yep,
cats don't be talking
yep.
about. But when I talk about Florida and stuff like that, if I was to mess around with Florida, it would have to be something like Jacksonville. When they start getting down to
Yeah,
like Miami, it's like
you
another country down there. I can't
you
deal with
want to
that.
do Jacksonville, you want to do Orlando, you want to do the Florida Keys, places like that, bro. I mean, Atlanta. I mean, oh, not Atlanta. Miami. It's okay, but
They wild, man.
we don't really go to those areas like that
Right,
because there's really no freight
right.
there
So you're
like
not
that.
gonna get to
So
get there.
you ain't gonna get out of there no way like that. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
mean, you can bring it in, but you ain't gonna get
yeah.
out.
You gonna
You know, I
deadhead
mean,
300 back to Jackson
exactly. And
or
I'm not
Orlando.
doing that because there's fuel costs for one. I'm not gonna spend no $600-700
Right.
on my dime to get a load from you.
Right. And the hotels is
No.
crazy down there. They are
Oh
not
man,
cheap, bro.
come on,
Especially if
man.
you end up hitting it during the season. Man, bro.
Man,
Man. And
yeah,
they be off the chain. But like I said, I be in the small spots where it just be, decent, whatever's going on. But
yeah.
I personally, me personally with Atlanta, it's just, man. And Atlanta right now is a freaking war zone. So I'm just
It
flat
is.
out
I ain't
not
been,
interested.
bro. The last time I've been to Atlanta, dude, I probably ain't been to Atlanta in maybe like a year.
Yeah, because it's
If
crazy
that.
down there right now.
Yeah, I ain't even going to
Yeah,
Atlanta
it's
right
crazy
now,
down
bro.
there. Cali crazy
Yeah,
too.
yeah, it is. But look, this is where I've really been going lately, and this is where the money is at. A lot of people ain't gonna want to do it, but look, the money right now is running Idaho's, Washington's, Wisconsin's, with lows with like driving a reefer. More likely reefer is where that side
Hmm.
is at. I got trucks over there that's running that side that's making me great money because you know why? It's finna be pumpkin season. You gotta go to them pumpkin fields.
Really?
Uh you got the onion loads.
I
You got
hate onion
Tyson
loads, man.
loads.
Jesus Christ, I hate onions. But I'm
Bro,
flatbed.
I
They
do
put them
too.
onions on flatbeds, man. You got to
Yeah,
secure
they
that
put
crap.
onions on flatbeds. I
That joint
got
is the
onions
worst,
running
bro.
flatbeds too.
I hate onion loads. I heard they pay well though.
Do.
All that produce
But
stuff pay well.
bro, bro, running an onion load like a whole year with like one truck can make you $200,000.
Yeah, but it's
Can make you
onions
two
though,
hundred
man.
thousand dollars.
It's onions. Like I just hate. I don't like the smell of them, bro. I just it's. If I was in van, I wouldn't care. But it's
Right.
flatbed. I smoothed it out at you. I don't want that.
Cause you can smell it.
Yeah,
You
you
can
can
smell that
smell it.
through
And
your. It's
then
like smelling alcohol through your pores.
and also, when you're doing securement, that get on your straps and on all your securement, on your tarps. It's
Yeah,
like,
I hate that shit too.
nah, I'm
I hate
Gucci
that
on
too,
that.
bro.
But anything like I heard, the Cali dudes talking about strawberries, cherries. Them joints be
Yeah, all
paying
them
very
field. That's
well.
those field loads, bro.
Yeah.
That's those field loads. You got to go out in the field,
Mm-hmm.
let them load you by
Right.
hand or
Cherry
the machine
oranges.
coming off the line.
Right. Them joints pay, and they usually be locked down by them fancy dudes with the spread tandems and the silver
Yeah.
trailer with the whole trailer's chrome. It be them dudes
With
be
the
picking them
whole
joints
trailer
up.
car. It look like a flatbed, but it's a box.
Yeah, it's a box and it's
But
spread
they got the
tandem.
split tires.
Yeah, so they can hold 40 in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we getting too deep
Exactly.
for them. They don't even know what we talking about right now. But it's
Yeah, I know. But look, but back to this other thing though. Like hitting up different cities and towns and states, bro. When you single and can do what you want to do, have fun. Don't get stuck in the truck.
right.
Get out and live because you can live in the truck and have fun. Like far as like if you was living at your home.
Right.
If you got a home and you driving trucks, you can still have fun on the road just
Oh,
like
yeah.
being at home because you can shut down any city, state, wherever
Yeah.
you want to be and just get out like a regular job. You don't have to just shut down, take a shower, eat, and go straight to sleep.
The best
Go
way
have fun.
to explain it to these young cats is this, because VNL, she freaky. You freaky fucker. He 25. Here's the thing: when you on Instagram and you see a bad joint, but she 2,000 miles away, that is not a problem. OTR.
Not a problem
It's
because you'll get
nothing.
there real fast.
It's nothing. You can start talking to her. They be like, "You don't even live here now, but I live all over the nation, baby. You know, I can come see you. You hear me? So it's a whole. No more looking like, man, these chicks is bad down there. You can go.
You can go.
Now, when you start getting older, you need to get your priorities straight. But why you like 22 and 23? Oh my God, bro.
Yeah,
Have
bro.
fun.
But see, she already on some stuff like she wants somebody in the truck with her where she can already have the access and ain't gotta look. But I feel her. If that's what you want to do, then do that. You know what I'm saying? But that also makes your ride more comfortable when you got the meat with you.
True.
Because you can drive more hours.
Yeah,
You want to get it down there without thinking about it.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
I like to sit back and get my food cooked. So I lay on the bed. She
Yeah.
be cooking some gourmet stuff up. Oh my God, I sit back and be eating steak and stuff, watching the TV, man. You gotta get out the truck. That's the life, bro. Like now, I
It is.
I do not wish I was single, because like I said, that's for a young person to do. And my stage, I more prefer to be how I am now, because it's like I eat better, I got help. I don't do no paperwork. Oh, lady,
that's because you got a girl that care. That's because you got a girl that cares about what you eat.
This is
how
true.
you gain your weight. What come out your booty hole when you use the
Right.
bathroom?
Are you regular?
You know,
when you get a good woman, they want to know if you're regular.
Right. Everybody not on that right now because I'm telling you, this is the thing about trucking. They want you to eat all the bad food because you know why? You're gonna be unhealthy the more years you get in
Right.
these.
You stuck.
Because those foods ain't nothing but the devil, bro. McDonald's will kill you faster than a cigarette.
Facts, faster than crack.
You know what I'm saying?
Crackheads used to live to 70 years old. Shoot, if you smoked crack every day, you probably live longer than you would if you ate only McDonald's.
Exactly. Because you know it ain't nothing healthy to eat in the dang on truck stop unless you go to what's that PJ Fresh and you might get some broccoli. What the hell is that?
Some frozen broccoli.
I can't eat no frozen broccoli. I need something that's gonna make my glutes and stuff is good. You know what I mean? My glucose levels need to be on point, man.
It's rough, man. I say that's the hardest battle in trucking is food.
It is. It's the food.
It's a rough deal. But hold on, man. I'm gonna hit 2 hours. I got to get out of here. I got stuff to do.
All right, bro, man. I'm gonna hit you up later and check on you.
Stay up, man.
All right, bro. You too.
Listen, man. I've been on here with y'all for a minute. We done chilled, illa grilled, all that. And I just be wanting y'all to remember that I ain't gonna be on here all the time, dog. You gotta be here to catch it, bro. I'm shaking and I'm baking. So it's hard to catch up with me right now. I'm getting it in 90 different ways, you feel me? So it's gonna be hard for you to catch me. But when I do come on here, I want it to be something of value. I want you to walk away and say, I have something to think about. So I'm gonna leave you with this. Do you have long-term and short-term disability at your company? What do they pay into your retirement? Do they have life insurance? Can you cover your significant other? You understand? How much are you gonna get home? Study your logs, study CSA rules. You gotta walk away with value. You gotta do what you gotta do. Don't be on here just jigabooing, looking for chicks with weave in their hair and all that. Do better. Understand? Wash your butt. Peace to the God, the rebirth, and the re-education, and it's only for the nation. That's why they hate us, man. It's a problem.
Break out the I got custom apparel. Yes, on the shit, so my clothes got a smear. I feel like Dino, I need the De Niro. They gave me zero, I turn to a hero. My brother stay in and feel like a scarecrow. Bitch, I'm a man, so you know I can't fear no.
Take a little bitch, make a break down a kilo. We really shooting them shots like it's B-roll. That boy is snitch, you calling them hero. We really up on them boys 10-0. We really fucking your bitch on the D-Lo. And Kill got some diamonds, they singing like Neo. And a rider with Cayenne, we on the Vine Street, this a push, not a band. Cartier wrist, match on Cartier lens.
Do Cartier ring, now we Cartier twins. Do Cartier things, I got Cartier friends. Just bought a can and get caught in the lens. Just broke the bank, now I can't make amends. Kick down the door, made them fucks, let me in. Let that game, don't give a fuck, I'ma win. I bring the blades to your chinny chin chin. Trap already in, so I need all the yen. You ain't no Timmy with spinning the bin.
She give me neck like a name was correct. What you say, man, I don't got no new friends. She always looking for money to spend. I'm always looking to fuck on her friend. And how do you niggas feel comfortable claiming some shit when you know that it's really pretend? And when you get jammed, you gon' tell on your man. And you end up telling them stories again.
Pressure.
Even got me the gun. On the pressure.
Pressure. You can stay if you want. You know, I'm banging, Playboy. Just banging. We gonna hit 100. Did we hit 100,000 yet? Doggy. Soon, Playboy.
Back up the spot like I back up the dope. Back through the city, I'm back on good hope. Sippin' on yellow, these nigga like yo. Nigga one battle, that nigga get choked. Call me a monkey, I'm really insane. Nigga keep playing, we mix it like Kane. I'm in this bitch with my brother, Dwayne. Nigga one fight, he gon' die. Slime in her face when I pull out the snake. I come correct, I can't make no mistakes. She kissing girls, you know I got her straight. Came before now, you know that got her A. The Glock and the Chevy don't box like a Chevy. I threw her 5, now she hot and she ready. She cranking presents, she still like that Eddie. Eat up that box, I won't eat her spaghetti. Yeah. Suck the dick, sing my song, fuck it good, leave me alone. Nigga want smoke, then I'm bringing the bone. Pulling the party, I bring it along. I got hoes in this party, they singing along. I was down on my dick and I needed a loan. Ran that shit to the top, I'm the king of my own. I kissed that hoe in the cheek like she special. I could box you for free, but that beef gon' be extra. She bought me a mirror, this bitch can't be serious. She calling my phone, asking questions, Alexa. Walk in the back of the bank like a teller. Yeah, dog in the spot like Cruella. That pussy retarded, so I call her Riri. She know when she see me, she bringing them. Fuck all that pictures, I ran out of weight. Terabyte, baby, I ran out of space. I hit the gas until I'm out of space. Sippin' Bel-Air cause I ran out of ace. Hit from the back, I'ma pull out her lace. If I'm eating cat, then I'm saying my grace. My birthday just passed, baby throwing that cake. Got my quarantine mask, fucking hoes staying safe. Yeah, back back up the spot like I back up the dope. Back through the city, I'm back on good hope. Sippin' on yellow, these niggas like yo. Nigga one battle, that nigga get choked. Call me a monkey, I'm really insane. Nigga keep playing, we mix it like Kane. I'm in this bitch with my brother, Dwayne. Nigga won't fight, he gon' die. Slam in the face when I pull out the snake. I come correct, I can't make no mistakes. She kissing girls, you know I got her straight. Came before now, you know that got her A. The Glock and the Chevy don't box like a Chevy. I threw a five, now she hot and she ready. She cranking presents, she still love that Eddie. Eat up that box, I won't eat her spaghetti.
Pressure. Alright, it's bang time, Ducky. It's bang time. Alright, here we go. Oh, what you mean? I'll kill VCR, go to IG, you know what it is. I'll post it for you. Yeah, kill VCR right there, man. Yeah, pressure. Man, I got knocked out, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna chill with y'all, man, but I gotta do what I do. Gotta do what's fun, man. Gotta do what's fun, bro. Can't sit up here with y'all not have no fun, doggy.
Hey, say Clay.
Fuck we doing, Slime?
I got a spur in the fucking beat, you heard?
Touching that Louis Vuitton. Can't get that bitch on my own. She want that new Saint Laurent. I get that bitch what she want. She want me run at the set. Tell that little bitch to fall back. Can't get your bitch off my back. Roll, tell me no 50 if she getting iffy, we getting the strap. Too high, just buzz on the pack.
The banging.
We said it straight, just right.
What I'm going back in with. You could jump on and bang out, doggy, but you know what it is.
Niggas gon' fall like a mat.
Yo.
2 shots, man down, wrist on bust down, mic drown.
And I'm in the end zone.
Touchdown, and your bitch crushed it. It's a class.
Niggas look breathed up, but niggas look foul. Funny ain't fucked on your bitch in a while.
You can get the hands, no Kobe, Chris Childs. T&K, I'm fucking, I'm Mr. Childs. Ooh, touching that Louis Vuitton. Can't get that bitch on my own. She want that new Saint Laurent. I get that bitch what she want. She want me run at the set.
And tell that little bitch to fall back. Hey.
Get your bitch off my back.
We gotta do announcements.
White shoes, I'm racist. Fuck up the rest, I'ma take it.
Pressure.
Remember we tried out the vacant. Remember we tried out the basement. Remember they said I won't make it. Won't talk my chain, you won't take it. Hit that boy right on the payment. Watch that boy leave a like, but he
yeah, we're gonna nigga in the goat. She was really my nigga in the goat.
Ain't got no red and little nigga low. Still do the most, walk around with the toe.
ABI, thanks for love to the cash rap. Nobody. Appreciate the love. George Sandoval, Ivy the Great, Blake Moore, Dennis J, VNL Trucker, Danny L. I got your name right this time. M. Boosa, my guy. Of course, my dude Benjamin second in the top. Mike is at the top with 100 to the cash app. A Breezy, I see you.
Lil' mama ask if I'm high.
Hello.
Watch me step in my shoe looking too white. Get rid of digging.
Hold on. All right, let's do this. Let's see how I do, y'all.
And yourself. They're taking Baker. Closing with Abel.
Still got you, chump.
Securing Abel.
I ain't played in so long, y'all. I'm freaking getting smushed, bro. I know I am.
Securing Baker.
Woo! Pop!
We dug in at Baker. They're taking Baker. We have the lead. Keep it up. Losing objective Charlie.
Dang, he sniped me, bro. Get on the jump. Oh, snap. They on me. Get out of here, fool.
They're taking Abel.
Getting double money. Who wanted with me?
Able is lost.
Come on, come around this corner.
New intel.
Give me
Ready
that.
for report.
Sucker.
Capturing
I really be stepping out here.
bomb on the way.
Come on, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Got it.
We have total domination.
None of y'all
Hold the
real.
line. Enemy guard dog on the prowl.
Dang, he caught me, bro. He caught me, dog.
Shooting up.
I got Shiny Brown get down.
Losing objective.
Dang.
Losing objective able.
Freaking found me, dog.
Got that intel ready
Enemy
for you.
bombers coming up. Taking able. They're taking Baker.
Got him.
Recon plane cleared for mission. Time's up for intel. Looking good for us. Don't let up.
Got me.
They're taking Baker. Losing objective able.
Coming back
Get out
strong.
of here, chump. Oh, I ran right into it, bro.
Able is overrun. Glide bomber is set. Coming in. Taking all objectives.
Everybody at?
Hold those positions.
Give me that.
They're taking Baker.
Oh.
Losing objective Charlie.
Get out of here, chump.
Losing objective Baker.
Come on.
Baker is lost.
I know you come around this corner.
Taking Baker.
I can see you.
Capturing Baker.
Shit, I ran out of bullets. You gotta get me. Come on, reload it. Jesus. Get out of here, chump. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Oh, man.
They're taking Able.
That's how they do you. Come on. Come around that corner. I know you coming.
Losing objective Baker. Baker is lost.
Ah. Getting smashed, bro.
Securing Baker. Almost there.
I got A2.
There's no feeling like a recon plane scanning the area. They're taking Baker.
That man walk. That's hard from me.
Close.
Damn.
Hostile bombers inbound. Enemy glide bomb incoming.
Pressure.
Ah,
Pressure.
who's the lovely bastard that trained you?
Y'all know how I be doing. Listen, I'm outie. I know y'all ain't in the game like that. I'm going to my other channel.